welcome to the Hopeful Theater Project's production of Mary Wilson's The Music Man, benefiting Save the Music Foundation. Please silence your cell phones now. And remember, flash photography or recording of any kind is strictly prohibited under copyright law. We hope that you will join us for our next production of The Adams Family, coming to Irving, Texas, November 3rd through the 12th, benefiting Love for Kids Incorporated. From all of us here at Hopeful, thank you for being here. Because of you, we are able to make a difference in the lives of children with the power of making music. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy as the Hopeful Theater Project proudly presents The Music Man.
Now he doesn't know the territory. Never worries about his life.
Never worries about his
pack of red bean, obsolete, or do you need a biscuit, an airtight sanitary package with a bottle feed for?
Just a minute, just a minute, just a minute.
Never worries about his line.
Never runs back to line.
For a doggone thing, he's just a baby belting a big haul, great go there, another ripcord, every couple full-size salesman. That's Wrestler Earl Hill, Earl Hill.
Tell us what's his line. What's his line?
He's a freak and he doesn't know the territory.
What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
He's a music man.
He's a what? He's a what?
He's a music man, and he sells clarinets to the kids in the towns, the big trombones and the rat-a-tat gloves, big brass face, and the piccolo, the uniform too, the shiny gold braid on the coat, and a big red Scott running.
Well, I don't know much about bands, but I do know you can't make a living selling big trombones. No, sir. Fiddling kids were out to here in their mouth.
No, the fellow sells bands, boys bands. I don't know how he does it, but he lives like a king, and he dallies, and he gathers, and he pucks, and he shines, and when the man dances, certainly, boys, what else? The clever pays him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. When the man dances, certainly, boys, what else? The clever pays him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But he doesn't know the territory!
River City, the way crossed over the state line into Iowa. River City. Population 2,212. Cigarettes illegal in this state. Sport!
All right. If you're all through, I'll tell you about this Harold Hill.
You really know Harold Hill?
Never saw him in my life. But I'll tell you this much. He's given every one of us a black eye. Why, after he's worked a town over, the next salesman to arrive gets automatically tarred, feathered, and rode out to the city limits on a rail. Oh, you think that's funny, do you? Well, wait till it happens to you. Your hair never grows back.
Why should he get run out of town on a rail?
Because in order to sell band instruments and uniforms and instruction books, he has to guarantee to teach them kids to play. Right? And to form them kids into a band with himself as the leader.
And what's the matter with that?
He don't know one note from another. That's what's wrong with that. Why, he couldn't tell a bass drum from a pipe organ. Oh, I'll catch up with that swindling two-bit thimble rigger. And when I do, I'll squeal on him so loud.
Hey, Charlie. Man, I can't wait to see what you do when you catch up to him.
Well, it won't be on this trip. Not in Iowa. Even the great Professor Harold Hill wouldn't try to sell them neck-bowed Hawkeyes out here.
What?
Gentlemen, you intrigue me. I'll think I'll have to give Iowa a try.
Don't believe I got your name.
I don't believe I dropped it.
When we treat you, which we may not do at all.
There's an Iowa kind of special tradition, gratitude.
We've never been without that we recall. We can be cold as a falling thermometers in December if you ask about our weather in July. And we're so high, not stubborn, we can stand touching nose and sorrow, make it a time to never see eye to eye. What the heck? You're welcome. Join us at the picnic. You can have your fill of all the food you bring yourself. You really ought to give Iowa a try, provided you are contrary.
Morning, Merston.
That it is if you want to go around in your drawers all day.
And there I was in the Madison Hospital, and no one come to see me. Cousin Will never come. Aunt Bertha never come. Your Aunt Bertha's dead. She wouldn't have come anyway.
We
sing it again.
You really ought to give Iowa. Oh, boy, Iowa. To Butte, Des Moines, Davenport, Marshalltown, Mason City, here come East Cleveland. Ought to give Iowa a try.
Mr. Squires, yes, how much Sunday
I couldn't see off to see the man in charge of hiring rigs. It was late, as usual.
Gregory?
Marcellus!
You old son of a gun! What is... But Greg,
Professor Hill's the name. Harold Hill.
Greg, what are you doing here? Why didn't you know he was coming?
I didn't know it was myself. Besides, how could I know you'd end up in a little tank town like this? You were a pretty big slicker when you're in business with me.
To make those shades the way you work. Besides, I got me a nice, comfortable girl. Ethel Koppelmeyer, Fox's niece.
Gone legitimate, huh? I knew you'd come to no good.
So what's the new pitch? You're not back in the van business. I heard you was in steam automobiles.
I was.
What happened?
Someone actually invented one.
Oh.
No. Give me the lowdown here, Mars.
You'll never get in the band anywhere in the band business with these stubborn Iowans. Besides, we got a stuck-up music teacher who will expose you before you get your grip.
Male or female?
The music teacher? She's the librarian, female.
Ah, perfect. That's what I wanted to hear. If she passes by, point her out to me.
I will. So how are you going to start the new pitch?
Same old way. Keep that music teacher off balance. And my next step would be to get your town out of the serious trouble it's in.
River City isn't in any trouble.
Well, then I'll have to create some. I must create a desperate need for a boys' band, you remember. And what's new around here? What can I use?
Nothing. Except the billiard parlor's just installed a new pool table.
Never had a pool table here before.
No, only billiards.
That'll do, Morse. I'll see you later. And don't forget, music teacher.
Music teacher.
Are you Mr. Dunlop?
Yes.
Well, either you're closing your eyes to a situation you do not wish to acknowledge, or you are not aware of the caliber of disaster indicated by the presence of a pool table in your community. Well, you got trouble, my friend. Right here, I say trouble right here in River City. Well, sure, I'm a beer player, so I'm mighty proud to say it, always mighty proud to say it. I consider the hours I spend with the cue in my hand are golden. Help me cultivate more sense, and a cool head, and a keen eye. Did you ever take and try to give an ironclad date for yourself from a 3-row billiard shot? But just as I say, it takes judgment, brains, and maturity to score in a block-line game. I say that any boom can take and shove a ball in a puck. And I call that slog. First big step on the road to the depths of degradation. Say first. Additional wine from a teaspoon, then beer from a bottle. And the next thing you know, your son is playing for money in a pushback suit. And listen to some big out-of-town Jasper. You to tell him about horse race gambling. Not a wholesome truck race, no, but a race where you sit down right on the horse. Like to see some stuck-up jockey boy sitting on damn patch. Make blood boil, well, I should say. Now, friends, let me tell you what I mean. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets in the table. Pockets unlock the difference between a gentleman and a bum, with a capital B that rhymes with P and that stands for pool. And all week long, the River City youth will be frittering away. I say your young men will be frittering away. They're noontime, summertime, short time too. Get the ball in the pocket. Never mind the neckline pulled in the screen door patch to the beefsteak pounded. Never mind pumping any water to your parents' cup with a sister and Emily on a Saturday night, and that's trouble. Yet you got lots and lots of trouble. Talking about the kids in the club, short-tail young ones. Picking at the pool hall one episode, you got trouble. Post right here in River City. Trouble with a capital T and that rhymes with P and that stands for pool. Now I know all you folks are the right kind of things. I'm going to be perfectly frank. Would you like to know what kind of conversation goes on while they're loafing around that hall? They'll be trying out people, trying out Cubans, trying out tailor-mades like cigarette beans. They're bragging all about how they're going to cover up a telltale Brad Pitt sensei. They leave the pool hall, headed for the dance in the armory. Libertine men and scarlet women and ragtime. Grab your son, your daughter, the arms of a jungle, animal instinct, mass step ground trouble.
Oh, we got trouble.
City.
Right here in River City.
That Robinson P, that stands for pool.
That stands for
We got trouble.
Make sure we got trouble.
City.
Right here.
Gotta figure out a way to keep the young ones moral after school.
Our children's gonna have trouble.
Mothers of River City. You heed that warning before it's too late. Watch for the telltale signs of corruption. The minute your son leaves the house, lest he rebuckle his knickerbockers below the knee. Is there a nicotine stain on his index finger? A dying novel hitting the corn crib. As he's trying to memorize jokes from Captain Miller's wristband. Are certain words creeping into his conversation? Words like swell. Aha! And so's your old man. Well, if so, my friend, you got trouble.
Oh, we got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here in River City.
The capital T and that rhymes with P and that stands for pool.
That stands for pool.
We sure got trouble.
Make sure we got trouble.
City.
Right here.
You remember the name of Plymouth Rock and the Golden Rule.
Our children's gonna have trouble.
Oh, we got trouble. We're in terrible, terrible trouble. That game with the 15 number boys, the devil's tool.
Devil's trouble.
Trouble, trouble, trouble.
Oh, yes, we got trouble here. We got big, big trouble.
With a T.
With a capital T.
P.
That rhymes with P.
That stands for pool.
That stands for pool. Right here in River City. That stands for pool. Make sure we got trouble. Right here.
Did you drop your... Didn't I meet you in...
No.
I'll leave you in town for a short while.
Good.
That you, daughter?
Yes, Mama. Keep on, Amaryllis. I'll be in a minute.
Mind address.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't remember the library being open last 4th of July.
It was, Mama. All week. The man with the suitcase has been following me all over town.
Oh!
I never saw him before.
Did he say anything?
He tried.
Did you say anything?
Mama, of course not. Don't dawdle, Amaryllis. So, do, re, mi, a little slower, and please keep the fingers curved as nice and high as you possibly can. Don't hit faster here.
If you don't mind my saying so, it wouldn't have hurt you to find out what the gentleman wanted.
I know what the gentleman wanted.
What do you
You'll find it in Balzac.
Well, excuse me for a living, but I never read it.
Is anyone else in this town?
There you go again with that same old comment about the low mentality of River City people and taking it all too much to heart.
Now, Mama, as long as the Madison Public Library was entrusted to me for the purpose of improving River City's cultural level, I can't help my concern of the ladies of River City ignoring all my counsel and advice.
But darling, when a woman's got a husband and you've got none, why should she take advice from you? Even if you can't quote Balzac, Shakespeare, and all the other highfalutin freaks.
Mama, if you don't mind my saying so, you have a bad habit of changing every subject.
Now I haven't changed the subject. I was talking about that stranger.
What
With
stranger?
the suitcase, maybe your very last chance.
But do you think I'd allow a common rasher now? Really, Mom? I have my standards where men are concerned. But
have to. I know all about your standards, and if you don't mind my saying so, there's not a man alive who can hope to measure up to that blend of hope. But in St. Pat's and Noah Western, you can practice for yourself, and your Irish imagination, your Irish stubbornness, and your landlord full of hopes. The best that I've ever heard.
Thank you. Can I have a drink, please?
May I
have a drink, please?
Winthrop! It's after dark. Is that any way to enter a house? That won't do at all. I'll have a kiss from your boy. And that lady over there is your sister, young man.
Hello, Winthrop.
Winthrop! Where are your manners?
I'm having a party on Saturday. Will you please come? I would especially like you very much if you would come. Winthrop.
Well, Winthrop, Amaryllis has asked you to her party. Are you going or aren't you?
No.
No what?
No thing.
You know the little girl's name.
He wants an Amaryllis because of the S, because of his list. He's ashamed.
We know all about his list, Amaryllis. Well, Winthrop,
I bet he won't say it. No thank you, Amaryllis. 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 He's crying. Why does he get so mad at people just because he lists?
It's not only because he lives with Amaryllis. That's only a part of it.
What's the other part?
Never mind here. It's just he never talks very much.
Not even to you and your mother?
No, dear. We all have to be a little patient.
Patient, even though he doesn't talk to me. But I do him. Every night, I say goodnight to him on the evening star. You have to do it the very second you see it. Or does it count? Good night, my Winthrop. Good night. Sleep time.
There, darling, don't cry. You'll have plenty of time. If not Winthrop, then someone else.
Never. I'm the only like you. I'm sorry, Miss Marianne. Can I clean my costume? Can I clean my costume, please? See? That is sweetheart. That I'm not saying goodnight to when the evening star.
I know Amaryllis. For now, you could just say, goodnight, my sunlight. Put the name in when the right someone comes along.
All right. It's better than nothing.
Yes, it is. Now you can play your costume.
Now I may clean my costume.
My manners may tear and me tremble when borne by the red, white, and blue. When borne by the red, white, and blue. When borne by the red, white, and blue. My banners may tear and me tremble when borne by the red, white, and blue.
I'm sure we're all glad for my wife, Eulalie McKechnie Shinn, for leading the singing. And Ethel Toppermeyer, our fine player piano. Player piano. As mayor of River City, I welcome you, River citizens, to the 4th of July exercises set up indoors here at the Madison Gymnasium on account of weather. 407 years ago, where was I? Oh, yes. 407. This. Oh, the members of the school board will now present a patriotic tableau. Oh, excuse me. The members of the school board will not present a patriotic tableau. See some discussions about costumes, I suppose.
Gracious!
Who's that out that cracker?
I know who did it! Tommy Jeans did it! Tommy Jeans! Yes, it was Tommy Jeans!
Tommy G, let's I wouldn't leave it for us. Rest assured, Miss Shinn will be okay. No thanks to a certain young ruffian, disgrace to this city. Let's get on with the program. 407 years ago, Oh, this very. Oh, excuse me. The Payne's fireworks spectacle, the last days of Pompeii, will take place, provided that the rain stops by 9:30. It'll take place in the Madison Picnic Park, in the Bar Meadow, across the creek from the pest house.
How can it be raining? Didn't the Gazette predict fair?
Sure did, Ebert. That's why we all prepared for a storm. The Gazette is accurate most of the time, and you know it, Jackson.
You won't be very successful in the banking world.
No, we only accurate most of the time.
Just wait a minute! Just wait a minute! I'll have order!
Huh. Number 8's late again tonight.
I make her. She's late, all right.
She's right on time. That is your watch.
My watch? I just looked at it.
Well, the members of the
One job.
school board, stop bickering in public!
All in the world I said was that the train was...
Never mind! 4 score!
You heard there's a pool table in town.
Now wait just a minute! Will you please let me finish the exercises?
We don't want any more exercises until we get this pool table matter settled.
Let's protect our tutoring.
Yes.
We say sin and corruption. Yes. Strike the devil and keep our young boys pure. Attention, please. I can deal with the troubled friends with the wave of my hand, this very hand. Please observe me if you will. I'm Professor Harold Hill, and I'm here to organize a River City Boys Band. Oh, please, my friends, how can any pool table ever hope to compete with the gold trombone? Ra, 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 ra. Remember, my friends, when a handful of trumpet players did to the famous paper walls of Jericho. Open your parlor walls, come tumbling down. Oh, a band would do it, my friends. Oh, yes, I said a boys' band. Do you hear me? I say River City's going to have a boys' band, and I mean she needs it today. Well, Professor Harold Hill's on hand. River City's going to have her boys' band. And as sure as the Lord made little green apples, and that band's going to be in uniform. Johnny, Willie, Teddy, Fred. And you see the glitter of crashing cymbals. And you see the thunder of rolling drums. And the shimmer of trumpets. Ta-ta-da! And you feel something akin to the electric thrill I once enjoyed. When Gilmore, Liberati, Pat Conway, the great creator, W.C. Handy, and John Philip Sousa. And the time of the very same historic day. 76 trombones led the big parade, with 110 cornets close at hand. One of my rows and rows of the finest virtuosos, the cream of every famous band. 76 trombones off the morning sun, with 110 cornets right behind. There are more than 1,000 reeds springing up like weeds. There are horns of every shape and kind. There were copper-bottom timpani and horse platoon, thundering all along the way. Double bill euphoniums and big bassoons. Each bassoon has its big red sleigh. There were 15 mountain cannon in the battery, thundering louder than before. Clarinets of every size and trumpeters who'd improvise a full octave higher than the score.
76 trombones and the counterpoint, 110 cornets plays the play. To the rhythm of march, 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 all the kids began to march, and their marching still bright today.
Men, it's cause for emergency action. That man is a spellbound. I haven't seen Iowa people so excited since the night Straight Order Lewis and Frank Cox laid on the mat for 3.5 hours without moving a muscle. Never mind. Look that man's credentials. Constable, grab that hoodlum. He almost blew up this shit.
Thank you, Professor. Gotta make an example out of him. Ringleader, you know. What he does, the gang does.
You wild kid, you hanging around my oldest daughter. His dad was one of them day laborers over there in the south side of town. Why you kid, you hanging around Main Street after my oldest girl last Sunday?
I wasn't either tagging.
Don't you contradict me,
We
boy.
just walking together. Holy cow.
You watch your phrase all. I knew what you were doing. My little clear clutch. Well, warn me one more time. Catch you around here again, you'll hear from me to who laid the race. And hell, me and you will talk about this band thing at City Hall 10 o'clock sharp. Men, I want that spellbounder's credentials now.
Now, Crosswell, I'll be responsible for the boy.
Well, you don't know this kid. He's tough. And he got his gang waiting outside.
Oh, I'll be careful. Tommy, I'd like to talk to you about the band.
Oh, gee, Professor. That's for the little kids.
Oh, no. I'm not talking about you playing in the band. You're mechanically minded, aren't you? Ever do anything with, vector motion?
You only had it a couple times.
Did? Oh, you're my man. Do you realize nobody has invented a music quarter for the marching piccolo player?
Holy cow.
No place to hang the music.
Wonder where I can get some wire from.
Look at yourself. That's what people keep wire. Oh, and Tommy.
Yes, sir?
Now, Constable, this is how you break up a gang. Oh, young lady. Oh, miss, what's your name?
Sunita, I haven't any idea who expected to be. God.
Do you know Tommy Giles?
Well,
Oh, Tommy, this is Anita. Please escort the young lady home.
I'll make something. I'm not going home. I have to go to the library. Be gods.
Well then, escort the young lady home by the way of the library. Up. By the way of the candy.
Yes, sir. Do I have to?
Oh, you have to.
Yes, sir.
Ye gods!
Professor, you're a bright young fella. Made a couple mistakes, though.
Oh,
Man who happens to own that billiard parlor with the new pool table.
oh. What was my other mistake?
That's Anita. She's the mayor's oldest girl.
Just a minute, Professor Hill. We'd like to have your credentials. We're the school board.
Academic certificate.
Nothing of the kind.
Letters and papers. Make it put up a bond.
But that's not what he said. No, did you listen to the words that came out of his
What am I
mouth?
hearing? Say ice cream.
Ice cream. But I don't see, young man, if that's what you're trying
All right, talk then. Now here.
Ice cream.
Talk slow.
Ice cream.
See, seeing is just stay talking. Now you. Now you, sir. Ice cream. Now you, sir.
Ice cream!
Ice cream, ice cream, ice cream.
How can there be any
Sense and sincere, where is the good in goodbye, in goodbye? Your apprehensions confuse me, dear, puzzled and mystified, tell me what can be fair in farewell, dear, while one single star shines above. How can there be any sin sincere? Aren't we sincerely in love? Oh, we're in love.
I don't suppose to live alone or anything.
No.
I've got some wonderful caramels in the hotel for you.
Mr. Hill.
Oh, Professor Hill.
Professor of what? At what college do they offer a degree in knowing women on the street like a Saturday night rowdy at a public dance hall?
Well, I want to know about that. I'm a conservatory man myself. Gary, Indiana, gold medal class of law.
Even should that happen to be true, does that give you the right to follow me around wherever I go? And another thing, Mr. Hill. I'm not as easily hoodwinked or mesmerized as some of the people in this town, and I think it only fair to warn you I have a shelf full of reference books in there which may very well give you some interesting information about you.
Hey, Gregory.
Oh, hey, Marcellus. Don't call me Fred.
How'd you hang out with the music teacher?
Scrumptious. Ate out of my hand the minute I tipped my hat.
Boy, did you cut a swap tonight. I mean, even I thought maybe something about leading a band, just like when you used to imitate that band concert fellow back at the chapel.
Oh, yeah. Kids stuff. I'm in rare form these days, son. Just keep your eye on me for the next 4 weeks.
4 weeks? You only used to take 10 days for the instruments to arrive.
Well, it still does, but it takes 4 weeks for the uniforms to arrive.
Oh, Greg, you haven't added uniforms.
Uniforms and instruction books.
Instruction books? But you can't pass yourself off as a band teacher. I mean, not for any 4 weeks.
Mars.
But you don't know one note from another.
I have a revolutionary new method called the pink system. You don't bother with the notes.
But in 4 weeks, the people will want to hear the music. You'll have to lead a band.
When those uniforms arrive, they'll forget about everything else. At least long enough for me to collect and leave. Oh, this is a refined operation, son. I've got it timed on the last wave of the brakeman's hand, the last train out of town. Now, Mr. Washburn, excuse me.
You line yourself up a bit of uniform, huh?
Well,
Say, I can mix you up with that little sister. Ugly girl teaches Sunday school.
whoa! No wide-eyed, eager, wholesome, innocent Sunday school teacher for me. That kind of gal spins webs, no spider ever. Now listen, boy. A gal who trades on that purity merely wants to trade my independence for her security. The only affirmative she will bow. Pursue more cheap down the aisle. No golden, glorious, gleaming, pristine gods. No, sir, for no Diana do I play fun. I can tell you that right now. I slump, I hiss. How can ignorance be compared to bliss? I spark, I fizz. For the lady who knows what time it is, I cheer, I rage. For the virtue I'm too late to say. The sadder but wiser girl for me. No bright-eyed, restless, breathless baby, no baby. No, sir, that kind of child I'm not. No sailor ever knew. I prefer to take a chance on more adult romance. No do young miss who keeps resisting. All the time she keeps insisting. No wide-eyed, wholesome, innocent female. No, sir, while she's the fisherman, I'm the fish you see. Oh! I flinch, I shy. When the lass with the delicate air walks by, I smile, I grin. With a gal with a touch of sin walks in, I hope and I pray for Hester to win just one more A. The sadder but wiser girl's the girl for me. The sadder but wiser girl for me.
And naturally, I'm reticent. Oh, yes, reticent. Oh.
Why, of course, Mrs. Shin, I understand. But you see, part of my music plans includes a committee on the dance. And, oh, do that again, Mrs. Shin. Your foot, the way you raised it just now.
I have a bunion there that bothers me from time to time.
Oh, what grace, what natural flow of rhythm, what expression of line and movement.
Mr. Hill.
Oh, you must accept the chairmanship for the ladies' auxiliary for the classic dance. Mustn't she, ladies? Every move you make, Mrs. Shin, Miss Speech Del Sol. Oh, will you? Oh, say yes, Mrs. Shin.
Lady McKechnie, dancing. Oh, well.
Then you accept.
Yes, indeed. And I would like to say.
Oh, thank you very much. And now the young lady who plays piano. Mary Prue, I believe. After all, she's the librarian.
Pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 we're trying to make us more than anything, we're trying to tell you this one, she has to pay 30 books.
30 books?
Chaucer! That ways! Oh, Jack! Cheep, 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 cheep. And of course, I shouldn't tell you this. Also, the man with the monastery, the details!
I'll tell. She made brazen overtures to a man who never had a friend in this town until she came here. Old Miser Madison.
Miser Madison. Madison Gymnasium, Madison Picnic Park, Madison Hospital. That Miser Madison?
Exactly. Who did he think he was, anyway?
Well, I should say, the show-off. Probably gave the library too, didn't he?
That's just it. When he died, he left the library building to the city.
But he left all the books to her.
She was seen going and coming from his place.
Oh yes. That woman made brazen overtures. With a Q-tip chair in the seat. She had a golden glint in her eye and silver biscuit donut. Just melt it down and you'll reveal a little lens full of steel. Here, where a woman's heart.
That's River City, the library building, but he left all the books to her.
Chaucer!
Oh, Zach! Cheep, 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 pick a little taco, just take a minute here. Cheep, 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 pick a little taco, pick a little taco, pick a little taco, cheep, 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 pick a little taco, pick a little taco, pick a little taco, pick a little taco, cheep, 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 pick a little taco, pick a little taco, pick a little taco, pick a little taco, cheep, 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 cheep,
Good night, ladies. It's all right. I know everything and it doesn't make a difference.
What are you talking about?
You're probably very young. Anyone can make a mistake.
What?
No apologies, no explanations, please. I'm only in town for a short while, and,
You please make your selection and leave.
oh, I have. Very marvelous. 6 Seawees, 8 Aggies, a dozen Peewees, and 1 big glass with the American flag in the middle. I think I'll draw.
No!
Shh. Madam Librarian. What can I do, my dear, to make it clear? I love you madly, madly, Madam Librarian. Marian, heaven help us if the library caught on fire and the volunteer hose were gaping and to whisper the news to Marian. Madam Librarian. What can I do, my dear, to make it clear? I need you badly, badly, Madam Librarian. Marian, if I stumbled and I busted my whatchamacallit, I could lie on your floor unnoticed till my body had turned to carrion. Madam, my praying. Now in the moonlight, a man could sing it in the moonlight. And a fellow would know that it's darling. I've heard every word of his song. Moonlight, helping along. But when I try and care to tell you, dear, I love you madly, madly, Madam Librarian. Marian, it's a long lost cause. I could never live for the civilized world except the unforgivable sin. And he taught me out loud with any librarian such as Marian. Madam Librarian. But when I try and care to tell you, dear, I love you madly, madly, Madam Librarian. Marian, it's a long lost cause. I could never win for the civilized world except unforgivable sin. And he taught me how to love with any librarian such as Marian. The Ladies' Dance Committee meets on Tuesday nights. Madam Librarian. Marshmallow. Well, Tommy, I say we had a pretty good morning. 11 cells out of 12 tries. Tell you what, it's almost noon. You better get home and get some lunch. I'll try a couple myself.
Bye, Professor.
See you, Tommy.
Just a minute here. Are you soliciting? You don't have a license.
Why, Mr. Mayor, of course not. I collect doorbells, and this particular specimen has an unusual tone quality.
Solicitation is statutory in this county. Thou fishest without a permit. By the way, have you been to City Hall with your references?
Just fixed it. You know, Oh, Mr. Mayor, your hand. Oh, no!
What? What?
Oh, that's right on your little finger. It It's hereditary.
It is? What does it mean?
Why, it means your son's little finger's perfectly situated and operated to perform the spit valve of a B-flat flugelhorn.
Is that good?
Good. It means America has at last produced an artist who can flugel a minute waltz in 50 seconds.
Oh, where can I get one of those horns?
Sign here, Mr. Mayor. That'll be $17 import fee.
Oh, yes, sir. And just to think, I could have passed Mr. I haven't got a son. You, unscrupulous brat. You, unfabulous. You better be to City Hall with your by-God papers by 3 o'clock.
You mean this afternoon?
I couldn't make myself more clear if I was a Quaker on his day off.
Mrs. Brew, do you realize you have the same facial characteristics of a cornet virtuoso?
I don't think I understand you entirely, Professor.
Oh, well, if your son has that same firm chin and those splendid cheek muscles, by George! Well, not that he could be really great, you understand, but...
Oh, is that so? And in the name of St. Bridget, why not?
Well, you see, all the great cornet players were Irish. Clark, Mendez, Klein.
But, Professor, we are Irish.
No, well, that seals it. Sign here, Mrs. Peru. Your son was born to play the cornet. Ah, fine. And that'll be $7 earnest money. Nothing due to the first payable installment at the opening of band practice. Thank you. And of course, I'll need the boy's measurements for his uniform.
His uniform?
Oh, yeah. Oh, his son? Why, certainly his uniform. And not a penny due to delivery. That gives him 4 weeks to anticipate, to enjoy, and imagine at no cost whatsoever. Never let the demands of tomorrow interfere with the pleasures and excitements of today. Stripe? Why, certainly, my boy. A wide red stripe on each side. Now, what do you think of that?
You'll have to excuse Winthrop, Professor. We can't get him to say 3 words, even to us. If you can get him to play that band, you'll have St. Michael's own way with you. If anybody can do it, I bet you can. Out of a crowd, I picked you for a one-carrying, clay-pipe smoking, shamrock-wearing, Mallory pitching, harp-playing, minstrel-singing Irishman. Where you from, my boy?
Gary, Indiana.
I knew it. Yeah. Where did you say?
Gary, Indiana. In fact, Gary Conservatoire was my alma mater.
Was she now?
Oh, yes. Oh, low middle class of about 5. How do you do, Miss Peru? Peru? I knew that name sounded familiar. I tried to see you from the other
Mary,
side.
he wants to put Winthrop in the band.
We're not interested, Mama.
But Marion, the boy might have his father's musical gift. He does have my jaw, you know.
Your husband's musical. Why, I'd like to talk to him. I'm sure we'd have a great conversation of how great...
You burst in on everyone's homes like this, prying into personal affairs. We're not interested.
Marion.
Well, that's 1 for, 1 against. Now, why not we let the boy's father decide?
The boy's father is dead. Anything else?
Oh, I am sorry. But that's all the more reason why your brother needs something like
My
this.
brother is a 10-year-old problem child who doesn't understand why his father was taken away. Would you care to explain it to him? He's been brooding about it for 2 years. And as to your musical tricks, why don't you go into business with some nice carnival man who sells gold-painted watches and glass diamond rings?
Musical tricks? Oh, Miss Peru, I hardly... I guess she likes the idea. A little cautious, perhaps, but I admire that in a woman. Just keep me alive, and I'll be back later this week.
A moment, Professor. About the boy's measurements. I know his bills. Sleeve, 21. Waist, 18. Crotch, 14.
Now it must be
getting back to the old stuff.
Professor, you must excuse Marion. She's not
Oh,
being...
please. Don't worry about it. I'm sure at heart she's as lovely as you say. Good day to you.
Has he gone?
He has. And I hope not forever. Darling, don't you ever think of your future. Gary, Indiana, conservation class of Oxford.
Now, Mama, surely every girl's future doesn't depend on every self-centered, fast-talking, woman-chasing man who comes to town. And the fact that he claims his commodity is music is not in this particular case impressive.
All right, darling, all right. But it's a well-known principle that if you keep the flint in one drawer and the steel in the other, you're never going to strike much of a fire.
Mama! Winthrop? Winthrop, I know you're there. Please go to the library and ask Miss Scrub for the book I set aside. It's the Indiana State Journal, 1890 to 1920. It's a large brown volume with black books. You won't have to talk to anyone. I've written it all down.
Now, what are you up to? What do you need a book for at this hour of the night?
I have a feeling the Indiana Journal may have included some very large holes in Professor Clemens.
Well, I give up. At your age, if you don't mind my asking, what kind of a white knight do you expect to come riding along anyway?
Well, I'm not waiting on Luther Granger to back me into the ancient history shelf every time he comes to the library.
He does.
Or Ed Manage with that romantism in the medieval backseat. But Mama, I'm not waiting on any knight in shining armor either. Not a Lancelot, nor an angel wings, just someone to the king, who is not ashamed of the good he speaks. My knight, what my heart would say, is it only you? Please live in us, show me love. All I want is a plain man, all I want is a body's man, quiet man and gentle man, a straightforward and honest man to sit with me in a cottage somewhere in the state of Iowa, and I would like him to be more interested in love than he is in himself, and more interested in us than
Tommy, Papa and Mom are sitting right there and they God.
All right.
I can't. It's like a street night. Meet you where? You see, isn't that just what I said? Last time the lumber yard, and now the footbridge. And where will you meet me after that? In the black hole of Calcutta? Not.
I only want to show you my invention.
What invention?
My music holder for a marching piccolo player. It still has a couple of minor flaws. See, when you keep it tight enough to hold the music steady, you cut off the circulation. You can't wiggle your fingers. Meanwhile, you could go blunt.
Tommy, it's Papa.
Is that the very last thing I said or not?
Yes, George.
Yes, that's the very last thing I said, or I need a horse with the hay. Get that man's credentials, I said, in the morning of July 4th, 1912. And now, look, my wife is dancing at all hours of night, instead of attending in the hall. The school council members are out singing up the street, down the alley, instead of carrying the city banners. My oldest girl is brooding around with some wild kid. And my business is falling so far off I can't even find the books.
Bearshin, there's something very interesting in this book I think you'd like to see about Professor Ho's alma mater.
Who?
University.
Yeah, I know all about that. As a matter of fact, that's the only thing I can get out of here. Gary Conservatory, class of 5.
Yes, well, if you'll just take the time to read a little bit about the university, I don't think you'll have to go much further. It's on page...
Papa! Papa, Papa, Papa! It's a little Fargo wagon! It's coming up from the depot!
Well, Sparkle Wagon at this time of day? No, that's nonsense. Oh my God. Go out, Sparkle Wagon!
It could be the band instrument!
A band instrument?
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a-coming down the street. Oh, please let it be for me. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a-coming down the street. I wish I knew what it could be.
I got a box of maple sugar for my birthday.
In March, I got a gray mackinac.
And once I got some grapefruit from Tampa.
Montgomery Ward sent me a bathtub and a crosscut saw.
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a-coming down the street. The prepaid some fries or COD.
It could be curtains or dishes.
Or a double boiler. Yes, it could be. Yes, you're right. It surely could be. Something very, very special now. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a-coming down the street. Oh, don't let it pass my door. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a-coming down the street. I wish I knew what he was coming for.
I got some salmon from Seattle last September.
And I expect a new rocking chair. I hope I get my raisins from Fresno.
The DA for the courthouse square.
Oh, hold on, Wells Fargo wagon is a-coming now. I don't know how I can ever wait to know. It could be something, someone else. No religion, or it could be something special. Just for me.
Oh, well.
Kids, you will all be given individual instruction in due course. In the meantime, stay off the streets. Get acquainted with your instruments. And think of the minuet in G. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da. La-di-da. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da.
Sister, what's this song? We can rap a song. Never thought I'd see something that was not. Oh, sister,
Round one to you, Bill. But I better hear some Bob God too. Now them ones are pretty short order. Well, I will have you in front of the grand jury by the county seat. Miss Berry, up that book.
Come, George. Tempest Fugit.
Oh, watch your phraseology. Go about it if you want to. I got to get something for the librarian. Now, about that book.
Ladies and gentlemen, it meets on Tuesday nights at the high school.
Lovely. Lovely lady. Oh, dear. Posture. Now turn. Take Bonnie with you. Beautiful. Smile. Let's give a go at our Grecian urge, shall we? One Grecian urge. Two Grecian urns. The other way. And the fountain. Trickle children. Oh, splendid, ladies. I do believe our display of Del Sars will be the highlight of the ice cream social. Now, gentlemen, if you're ready. Oh, and remember, ladies, don't make me have to tell you again. Always keep your face to the audience. All right, Mr. Dunlop.
It's you in the sunrise, it's you in my cup, it's you all the way into town.
It's your sweet hello, dear, that sets me up.
And it's
You're got to go, dear, that gets me down.
It's you
On my pillow, in all of my dreams,
till
once more the morning breaks through.
what
Words could
very first date is usually a hussy, and a woman who'll kiss on the second time out is anything but fussy. But a woman who'll wait till the third time around, head in the clouds, feet on the ground. She's the one he's glad he's found. She's his Shibuki, 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 Shibuki.
The girl is hard to get.
Shibuki, Shibuki, Shibuki.
But you can win her yet.
Oh, a girl wants you to raise the girl, you walk around twice just to make her sure. Once more in the flower garden, she'll let me soar. You beg her pardon.
Don't bring me close, so won't see girls, they also want me real.
Squeeze her once when she isn't looking, get squeezed back, that's fancy cooking. Once more for a path forever, she'll let me soar on her way to supper.
Don't bring me close, so won't see girls, don't.
No rules, house, no gas, anyone could see. But look at her now, she's no fellow who only goes for me. Squeeze her once when she isn't looking, get squeezed back, that's fancy cooking. Once more for a path forever, she'll let me soar on her way to supper.
Don't bring me close, so won't see girls, don't.
Shibuki, Shibuki, Shibuki.
The girl is hard to get.
Shibuki, Shibuki, Shibuki.
But you can win her yet.
Sir, your daughter and I are going steady behind your back.
Why
We'd
you?
rather do it in front of your back, but
You know what? Oh, never mind.
Zanita's scared of you. But I'm not. Do you think you'd hate to have your own daughter scared of you? Holy cow.
I'm going to warn you one more time. If I catch you touching my daughter again, I'll by God horsewhip you till hell won't have you.
Now, George.
I'll knock one poke out of you, madam.
Think these peep.
Yes. Now get out of this public building.
I've got as much right in a public building as anybody.
Right. How do you get any right around here? Aiding and abetting the swindling activities of a spellbinding symbol salesman. Do you know what I see written all over you?
What?
Reform school. Now get out of my building. Get out, you wild kid!
Papa, please. It's Catholics like you that flood in the marketplace. God.
You watch your phraseology, young woman. Go home! Lady!
Yes, George.
You tend to your dance.
My dance.
I'll handle Zanita. Hanging around with wild kids from the other side of town.
Mr. Mayor, if I could only make you understand.
Well, you can't. Oh, by the way, thanks for nothing. I took that book, read it from cover to cover. Couldn't find a darn thing all week. I will settle this hash once I get all this out of my daughter.
Mr. Mayor, if you please.
Yes.
Well, I just want you to know that I'm vouching for Tommy Jewish. He's got the confidence of every kid in this town. And you'll be there waiting in line, standing there waiting to shake his hand by the time our band plays the first concert.
By the time your band plays your first concert, they'll be foregoing wheelchairs on the account of their broken legs from tripping over their beards. You fly by night, you fly by night. Never mind. Olin, JC, Ewan, Edward. I want this man's credentials, and I want him to knock and keep an eye on him. He's slippier than a dang Mississippi sturgeon.
Yes, sir. We'll get those credentials.
Get his papers or get him to jail. I couldn't make myself more cleaner if I was a button hook in well water.
Professor Hill, I think Mayor Shazam behaved abominably. It's wonderful as becoming Tommy Jewish's friend.
Oh, it's not.
Yes, it was.
Oh, no. A man can't dodge a little issue every time a personal risk is involved. But what does the poet say? The coward man dies 1,000 deaths. Brave man only 500. But, of course, unfortunately, the mayor was already pretty upset on account of his billiard parlor. Oh, I suppose a recommendation like a musical authority like yourself would help, but I couldn't think of asking you to do a thing like that.
Hey, Professor Hill,
What?
if you want to, I only wish I were a little more informed. I've been meaning to ask you about what
Miss Cornett, mother of pearl peas.
I'm sure it's fine. It's just that he never touches it. First week or so, he made a few experimental blacks, I guess you would say.
Yes, let's.
And he sings the minuet and almost
Oh, la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da, la-di-da, la-di-da.
But he never touches the cornet.
Well, you see,
He says that you told him it wasn't necessary.
well,
He talks about some things and stuff. If he thinks the minuet and Jeeves, he won't have to bother his nose. Now, Professor Hill, I'm very...
Miss Mary. The big system is a revolutionary method, now. So is Galileo's conception of the heavens. Columbus's conception of the egg, of the globe. Bach's conception of the well-tempered clavichord. Now, I can't discuss these things here in public, but, well, if you allow me to call, well, what do I call?
Take a little time, take a little time, take a little more, take
Sorry, Professor Hill, but we've got our orders.
We've all been deputized.
Why, yes, congratulations. Now, let's see. You know, I've been trying to give you fellers my credentials and references all this week, but every time you seem to get off the subject. Now, I have just what you want up in my hotel room. Take me a second.
Sorry. Afraid we'll have to go along with you.
Yes, well, let me see if I have my key. What's this? Oh, it's a testimonial from Madame Greeny, the only female bassoon player ever to appear in the Red Pat Circuit. Her stage name, of course. Actually, she was from Moline, Lida Rose Quackenbush.
Can I see that for a second?
Oh, you never forget a name like that. Lida Rose, same as the old song. Lida Rose, I'm home again, Rose.
To get the sun back in the sky. Lida Rose, I'm home again, Rose, about 1,000 kisses shy. Ding dong ding, I can hear the chapel bell chime. Ding dong ding, at the least suggestion I'll pop the question. Lida Rose, I'm home again, Rose, without a sweetheart to my name. Lida Rose, now everyone knows that I am hoping you're the same. So here's my love song, not fancy or fine. Lida Rose, oh, won't you be mine? Lida Rose, oh, Lida Rose, oh, Lida Rose.
Thank you.
nothing wrong with a ladylike mute. Mama! Bertram, where have you been?
Fishing?
Fishing?
With Harold.
Harold!
You mean Professor Hill?
And look, I saw the worms away.
Did you have a good time?
No, not Gary here. He said he thinks there's something. He told me that horse. And then yes. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana. Let me say it once again. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana. That's the town to do me with. If you want to have one was young. Now I have to on some secret. I'm sitting down on a young. There's not one place that's like my place. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana. Not and we all know. But Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana. My home sweet home. Now I have to on something. I'm sitting down on that young. There's not one place that's like my face.
Gary, Indiana!
Gary, Indiana. Not Louisiana. There's plenty on the road. But
Gary, Indiana!
Gary, Indiana. Gary, Indiana. My home sweet home.
Leave the dishes, Mama.
No, you have to change for the sociable.
This time later.
Oh. Shins live around here somewhere?
Oh, the Shin home is on eastbound. This is westbound.
Brian! Oh, see your piano teacher in town? You must have heard of this fella Hill forming a boys' band.
Yes.
Yeah, well, don't let that worry you no more. Why, I got the goods on him in spades. Swindling two-bit thimble rigger. Well, that's actually why I got to see Shin. Just passing through, the number 8 only makes a 15-minute water stop.
Sure wish you were like to concentrate 5 minutes on you, girly girl.
Who are you?
Oh, Charlie Cowell, Anvil salesman. Although just now I'm out to protect the good name of the traveling fraternity from that swindler.
Mr. Cowell, you're making a big mistake.
Mistake? My old lady's corset covered? What? That man's been the raspberry seed of my wisdom tooth just long enough. He spoiled Illinois for me. He ain't gonna spoil Iowa. Say, what kind of music teacher are you didn't see through him? Why, he's no more professor than I am.
I know all about that. Band directors are always called professor. It's a harmless deception. He's a fine leader and his scholastic credentials.
Wait a minute now. Fine leader? Have you heard one note of music from any band?
Well, no, but I...
Oh, but nothing, girly girl. Why, he's never formed a band in his life. And he never will.
If you'll just listen to me for a minute.
Oh, I'd like to. Oh, I'd like to do more than that. Why, if I had the time, because I sure got the inclination. But just now, I got to get back on this train and leave this dynamite with someone on the way to the depot. Bye, girly girl. I'll see you next time through.
You'll never make the dream. You have to reach out.
No, sir. Well, I got to leave word. And I can see you ain't the one to leave it with.
Wait, Mr. Cowell, you don't know me yet.
Is that an invitation?
No, I just meant I don't know you.
Yeah. I need more time anyway.
I mean, as well as I like to.
Well, no trouble there, girly girl.
So, you sell gambles. That's, quite different.
Yeah, it takes a real salesman, I'll tell you that. Anvils have limited. What am I doing? If I miss that train, I'll get fired. I gotta leave word about him.
Leave word with me.
Not on your you're protecting? Well, that man has a woman in every county in Illinois, and that's 102 counties. Not counting the piano teachers like you, he cozies up to keep their mouths shut. Neither of you for the last of me, girly girl.
Marion, who were you talking to just now? Why, Professor Hill.
Oh, Miss Peru. Talk to her. Miss Marion.
Why don't you come up and have a set on the porch with Marion? I have some jelly on the stove.
There's no jelly on the stove, Mama.
Well, I'll put some on.
Well, shall we set, as your mother said?
Well, I did.
Oh, well, you did ask me to call.
Did I? I didn't mean anything by it.
Now, Miss Marion, I'm not suggesting you an invitation in for anything but academic enlightenment. The day system. I've been by your house a time or two this week to try to explain it to you, but there seem to be people around. Mostly, ladies, I thought.
Yes, Mrs. Squires and several of the ladies.
Well, I'm glad. I wouldn't want anybody beating my time. You would? No, ma'am. Well, it's evidently not the convenient night. I'll see you at the social.
Professor Hill, is it true that you've had 100? What I'm trying to say is, well, is it
Yes.
true that you invented a think system?
Think system. Think system. Yes. Well, it's simple as whistling. Very simple. You think of a tune here and just have it come out right here. Now just try this yourself before you.
I'll take your word.
Could we sit down?
Are all music teachers as dense as I am?
All music teachers.
I dare say you need a dozen, maybe even 100. Have they all been as fascinated as I have with the think system?
Well, some more, some less. Young lady thought of the same system before I came to her town. She showed me a few refinements. Have I said something wrong?
Please don't let me keep you, Mr. Hill. I must be very dull company for a man of your experience.
I'll say. Now, where'd you get an idea like that?
One hears rumors of traveling salesmen.
Oh, now, Miss Marion, you mustn't believe everything that you hear. After all, one even hears rumors about librarians.
I suppose you're referring to Uncle Matty?
Uncle Matty?
Mr. Madison, my father's best friend. No matter what they say, he left me in a shirt job so that Mother Winthrop and I would have some security. Surely you don't.
Of course not. And that's exactly what I'm saying. But why do you think people start those rumors?
Narrow-mindedness, jealousy. Jealousy mostly, yes.
Exactly. And jealously, most of them start about rumors about traveling salesmen. What have you heard?
Oh, nothing about personally, just generally.
Well, what have you heard?
Just that. But of course, it does stand to reason that narrow-mindedness and jealousy could lead to, take you, for instance, in your attention to customers and teachers, and they obviously might be misinterpreted, mightn't they? Honestly, mightn't they?
Why?
And so you say that if another salesman or somebody was to be jealous, well then, they could be downright lies, couldn't they?
What could?
Rumors like this.
Why, of course.
It just goes to show you shouldn't believe everything you hear. I mean, if you're willing to discuss things.
Oh, Miss Marion, I would be delighted to discuss anything in the world with you. But couldn't we be doing that sitting down? You do sit. He's bending all.
We could sit here on the porch.
Well, we could also sit over by the large hollow log over by the footbridge.
Oh,
Then meet me there in 15 minutes.
I just can't, please. Maybe another time, maybe tomorrow.
Oh, my dear little Leonard. You call enough tomorrows, you find you've collected nothing but a lot of empty yesterdays. I don't know about you. That loves me today.
So would I.
The footbridge. 15 minutes.
Mama! What?
I just told Professor Hill I'd meet him at the footbridge in 15 minutes.
Glory be and saints be praised it worked. Having used the seat system on you from the parlor.
Quick. The uniforms are around. The people are going to be screaming for music if those kids show up at the sociable wearing them.
All right, don't give me the kids just yet.
Here's most of the demo. And Tommy collected. He's trying to get the kids together at least pretend to hold practice over the lumberyard.
All right. What time's the freight go?
9:40 from the junction. And I got the ring.
Well, it's not even 8:30 yet.
Look, you want to turtle wordle around here, get yourself caught in a bunny trap? You go ahead. I'm
Oh, don't worry, Lars. I'll meet you at the hotel in plenty of time. Miss Mary. Miss Mary, you're late.
You said 15 minutes.
Well, what I meant to say is, well, you're about 26 years too late. It took you all this time to get to the footbridge with the dog.
If you want to know the truth, it was almost longer.
Oh?
Halfway here, I nearly turned back. I suppose I'm not the first to be able to think more clearly when not on the scale of your salesmanship.
Now, Miss Mary, surely you don't think I've been trying to sell you anything.
No. You've given me something. That's why
I don't recall giving you.
Oh, but you have. Something beautiful. That's why I came and I'm glad. And don't think that you will pay me more. One can expect a traveling salesman to stay put. There have been many words involved. I know the whole thing too much. That doesn't mean I shouldn't be grateful for what you have left behind me.
Are you nuts? I didn't know I was going to be in the weeds, and I had to keep her off balance. Didn't I told you?
She's so far off balance now, you can't tell her from a cat over a hurricane.
Listen, Buster Brown, I've run through the ranks in this skirmish, and I'm not resigning without my commission.
Right, you can't get anywhere out here on the footbridge.
There's a place near Madison Park, near the social. Makes this footbridge look like an old lady's home. Now beat it. Don't get delayed. Never a peaceful moment in the music business. Now what? Where?
You were about to tell me everything I don't know about.
Yeah, well, we don't have to get into that just now, do we?
No, we don't. Not now or ever. The librarian hasn't felt much like doing research lately, but she did plenty when you first came here.
Oh, about what?
About Professor Harold Hill, Berry Conservatory of Music, gold medal classical art. Harold, there was no Berry Conservatory in Oxford.
Why, there certainly was. It was.
Because the town itself wasn't built for lots. I'll see you at the station.
You knew all this time?
Since July 7th, 3 days after we came here. I originally intended to use this against you, but now I give it to you with all my heart.
But if you knew all this time, why didn't you? Why you? With 110 coordinates played the air, and I modestly took my place as one and only base, and I moved up and down the square. With 110 coordinates right behind.
Our star is shining, it's bright as the light.
There were horns of every shape and sweet dreams be yours, dear, if dreams there be.
While 110 cornets play the air.
I wish I may, and I wish I might. Now good night, my someone, good night.
Great. This guy's crazy. He's going all over town, spilling everything.
Oh, I say I'm crazy. Missed my train, probably lost my job, but I got you now, Bill, and you'll pay. Why, you'd have been in the clinic right now had it been for that piano teacher. I told her all about you, and what did she do? Lily-gagged me around till I couldn't get to shin. Little dried-up, man-hungry, toxic, round-hill thing.
Oh, you better get out of here, or you wish you'd never seen me.
You bully! You big blow-off! I'll stay in this town and you get yours up, down, through, and sideways. You never even knew the territory.
Here's your stuff, Greg. The rig's in the alley. Come on, hurry up.
Two Grecian urns and a fountain. Trickle, 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 trickle. Trickle, trickle, trickle.
Stop! Stop!
George!
Stop!
George!
Listen to this man. You gullible green grass goats. Why can't you get it through your head? You're being swindled out your eye teeth right now? This minute? Why, there's a burglar in the bedroom, and you're fiddling in the parlor. Well, I'm talking about Harold Hill, highwayman, road agent, pickpocket. Pickpocket? Oh, same thing. He's your wallet, mister. And yours, madam. And yours, little lady. Well, ever since he first came to this town. Well, there's more documented evidence than you'll ever have time to read. There isn't any band. There never has been any band. And there never will be any band. But if you don't hunt this man down right now, like a mad dog, well, there won't be any Harold Hill either. He'll be on the next train out of town.
Now, would you believe me?
Well, what are we waiting for?
I want my money back.
Money back? I want his hide!
All right, after him. And if you find him, bring him back to the schoolyard. After him! Look by the bed. Check by the crib. Look at the bell. Back of the creek. I don't care. After him!
Mary!
Harold,
Mary, I've been looking all over for you. Where you been?
if you're looking for Winthrop, he's run away. Please go, Harold, please. They're even talking about tarring feathers.
I haven't seen you again, Mary.
It's all right. Don't you know that? You don't owe me a word, not a word.
Quick! He isn't anywhere around here. Let's try down by the creek.
Winthrop!
Oh, hold on just a minute there, son.
I'm not your son. Let's go.
Not until I talk to you first.
I won't listen. You wouldn't tell the truth anyway.
I would too.
Would not?
Would too. Tell you anything you want to know.
Can you lead a band?
No.
Are you a big liar?
Yes.
Are you sitting around and crook?
Yes!
Let me go, you big liar!
Now, what's the matter? I told you the truth, didn't I? Now, you're going to stand there and get it all, so you might as well stop wiggling, because I'm bigger than you. There are two things you're entitled to know. One, you're a wonderful kid, Winthrop. I knew it from the first. That's why I wanted you in the band, so you quit moping around feeling sorry for yourself.
What thing?
I always think there's a band, kid.
What's the other thing?
Well, the other thing is none of your business now that I think of it.
I guess you never talk to River City.
No, you don't, Winthrop.
Sister, you believe him?
I believe everything he ever said.
But he promised us.
I know what he promised us. And it all happened just like he said. The lights, and the flags, and the colors, and the signals.
Where was all that?
In the way every kid walked around this town all summer, especially you, and looked and acted, and the parents. Does Mama wish she'd never come to River City?
You, don't you?
Now go, Harold, please.
Come on. Hurry up.
Can't go, Winthrop.
Why not?
Well, for the first time in my life, I got my foot caught in the door.
There was love all around, but I never heard it scream. No, I never heard it at all. Till there was
why I interrupted this program at this point. Rest assured that the snake in our bosom would be misapprehended at this time. Yes. And remember, my river citizens, I can only remind you that I did within my power to make this dire happening from not happening.
What have you done to get our money back?
That professor collected nearly $300 for uniforms just tonight.
We haven't even seen the uniforms yet.
I told you he was slippery.
I haven't seen any uniforms, and I haven't seen my daughter either since just after supper.
He's a kidnapper. Fine situation here.
Okay. 407. Wait! Virtue's been restored. The sword of retribution has cut down Professor Harold Hill. Now, anyone around here, I know who, has been helped to tar and collected feathers. I say to they, nay.
Well, I should think that some of us could forget our everlasting Iowa stubborn chip-on-the-shoulder arrogance long enough to remember what River City was like before Professor Harold Hill arrived. Do you remember? Well, do you? Surely some of you ought to be grateful to him for what he's brought to River City. And if so, I should think you care to admit it.
We're wasting a great deal of time here. Anyone in this hall who doesn't think Professor Hill should be tarred and feathered, let them step forward. You lady! Oh, and the rest of you standing around like a croaker Shropshire sheep. Have you people forgotten you spent money on expensive band uniforms, technical instructional books, high-priced band instruments? Have you forgot the care and the warranty that your children would learn to play in a band? Where's the band? Hill! Where's the band? I'm waiting, Hill.
Oh, look, they're right here.
Big kids. Think.